Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to fold this origami dog out of a square sheet of paper. Now this is some colored paper. I'll leave you a link in the description if you want to have the same clean finish. But you could just use some regular print paper and just cut a square from the print paper. If you don't know how to do that, I'll leave you a video here that teaches you exactly how. So let's start. Now I have a coloured sheet of paper, so you're going to take the final side upwards. So that's going to be the final colour of the dog. Now we're going to fold the paper along the diagonal. And really try to be very accurate in these first folds, because it's really going to determine whether your model is going to be clean or a bit messy. Now unfold. And we're going to repeat the same fold, but this time in the other direction, so other diagonal, that way. So you see, I'm really taking the time to be as accurate as I can. Now unfold, and we're going to turn the paper over. We're going to fold this top edge here down to the bottom edge there. So I'm just getting both corners here right on each other and flatten. Now unfold, and this time we're going to fold this right edge all the way to the left edge here. Now unfold, and I'm going to rotate the paper a bit to have the cross in along the diagonals here. And now we're going to fold that top tip here down to the middle point where all the creases intersect. And flatten. Now I'm going to fold this bottom tip up to that same intersection. And flatten. You see, I'm also trying to mark the folds well because they're pretty important, so I want them to be really precise and marked. Now we're going to take these two tips here and we're going to bring them down at once together. So look closely how I do it. I just bring them both down here, and then I just keep these ones pinched together, and with the other hand I just flatten everything. So that's what we call a preliminary fold. Now that we've got this base, we're going to fold that edge right here up to that middle crease there. And we're also going to repeat the same step on the left side. So here I take that edge there and I'm going to bring it here. By the way, if I'm going a bit too fast, you can just adjust the speed. I think on computer it's somewhere around here. You have a setting button. Now we're going to take this top tip and fold it down along this crease here. So just down there. And by the way, I think if you're on your phone, you could adjust the speed on the button up there. Now we're going to unfold to the beginning, or to this shape, and now we're going to get this layer of paper up. We're just going to fold it upwards like this, and then just get all the layers of paper back down and flatten them along the creases we just made. We should have creases that we've just pre-creased, and the fold should fall exactly on these creases. Now once we have that, we're going to turn them all over and we're going to repeat the same steps. So we're going to fold this edge to the middle crease. Now same thing for this edge, we're just going to fold it up to the middle crease. And this time we don't need to fold that down, it's already done. We can just unfold these two steps, and we're going to repeat the same collapse sequence. So bring that layer upwards and just get everything nicely in the middle. And flatten. Now we're going to get this layer of paper downwards. We're just bringing it down, and you see here it's not very accurate. You can see it's a bit messy, so I'm just going to pull in all directions, and then I just fold it again, and it should just fall naturally back into place. So that's what you should do if you have a similar issue. Now let's turn the model over, and we'll take that layer of paper, same thing, we just bring it down. Alright, now we're going to take the top tip here and fold it down along this crease. So look at how I do it. I just take the top tip and I need to align it here. Like these two creases, they intersect in a point, so we want to fold the tip down to that exact point. Now we want to unfold, and we're going to fold this crease here we've just made down to that crease there. So look, I want to make sure this crease is here, and I'm going to align it with the one just underneath. And by aligning it, I'm just going to flatten at the top. And this one, it's very important, mark it very well, we're going to need it through all 4 layers of paper. Now unfold, and we're going to do quite a hard fold here, so just take your hand and you bring it underneath through there, and you're going to open up the model. So open up everything like that, and I have my hand here underneath, and I want to basically make a mountain fold along this line here, all around. So I'm going to start here, I'm just going to make the mountain fold there, then I'm going to continue along here, and then the bottom crease, and then lastly the left one. Now once we have that, I'm just going to press in the middle and close everything back together. So I'm just pressing and I'm closing everything back. And here you see the paper, there's a problem with it, so I'm just going to pull that apart a bit, and it just sorts itself out. So basically the issue, you'll very likely have it as well, because it happens very often on this sequence. It's basically the layers here, this layer just comes behind there, so usually you just have to pull gently in. If one direction doesn't work, just try another direction, and it should just sort itself out alone. Now once we have this figure, we're going to take this bottom tip and fold it up to the left, and what we want to do is do a pre-crease along this line. So we want to match that edge here with the one right underneath, and we're going to make a valley fold. Now unfold, and we're going to repeat the same step to the right. So take the bottom tip and we're going to bring it up to the right, and here we want to align and match the paper there. And flatten. And now we're going to bring it back where it was. Now once again we're going to take the bottom tip, but this time we're going to fold it all the way up until this point here. So we're once again going to we're going to make a fold that matches with that line right there. And flatten. Now we're going to take this left edge here and we're going to fold it down and align it with that bottom edge there. Now unfold, and we're going to repeat the same step on the right side. So take the right edge here and bring the paper to the left while aligning this edge and the bottom edge right there. And unfold. Now we're going to make both folds here at the same time. So you see, if I just do that, the tip will go down, and that's not what we want. So while we fold them at the same time, with my left thumb, I'm keeping that top tip at the top, making sure it doesn't go down. And here, we're going to pinch this together and flatten everything. Now, once we've got that, we're going to take our right thumb and put it underneath right here. And then we're going to close this layer of paper. And then, so we want to basically retrace these creases and refold them whilst closing. So that's quite tricky. So look how I do it. I just bring everything to the right while lifting this piece of paper. And it will just fall naturally into place because we've already got the right creases. So I'll do it one more time so you can understand and grasp how to do it. I take my thumb here and I pull everything upwards whilst closing the layer. And flatten. Now we're going to turn the paper over. And we're going to take this bottom tip here and fold it up. So the reference is this point here, where that line meets this line. And same thing here, this is that point right here, the intersection. So we want to make a crease there that aligns with both of these points. So yeah, the reference is not that important. You just have to get roughly the same distance as me here. Now we're going to take that left layer and bring it to the right. Now we're going to make a mountain fold from this point here down to that one. So I'm going to show you first. So here I just pinch everything together and I've got my mountain fold here. Now once I've got that mountain fold, I'm just going to bring it and align it over that crease right here. So the model will not lie flat for the moment, so we're just going to turn the paper over and repeat the same step here, and it will just lie flat normally. Now we're going to do the same mountain fold along with this line here. And I'm going to bring the line up to this crease here. And we're basically just going to align both sides together to make it nice and symmetrical. And now flatten everything. Alright, now once we've done that, we're going to take this bottom layer of paper, this bottom edge, and we're going to bring it up a bit. And you should normally see, so there's no real reference, but I would suggest try and not go too high, otherwise it won't work. So I just bring it up, and here I'm going to pinch this layer together so the model can lie flat. Now you see we've got that back paw that just appears. Now here it's not very clean, so we're going to once we've done the valley fold, we're just going to take that layer and pull it back to the other side to make it hidden. So I'm just going to pop it inside the model while doing a mountain fold. So I'm just pinching around here, and you'll see there, this layer of paper, you need to pinch it correctly and just flatten it to the paper. Now flatten, and here I'm going to hide some paper there to make a bit more space for the back paw, so we can see it's a bit better. There we go. Now I'm just going to repeat these same steps on the other side. So let's turn the paper around, and we're going to fold this bottom edge to the a bit higher. So just make a valley fold, and we want to align it with the other side to make it symmetrical, and we know it works. Now we want to pinch the paper here and bring the layer down. Now once we have that, as I said, we're just going to take this layer of paper and pull it to the back. So we're going to unfold it, and then along the crease we've just made, we're going to make a mountain fold. And here it went lie flat, so we have to pinch the paper nicely and clench it to the body. And flatten. Now once again, I'm just going to hide some paper here to make the back paw appear a bit more. And there we are. Now I'm going to pull this layer of paper, that's going to be the tail, so I want to have it back a bit more to make it more realistic. There we go. Now we're going to sort out all that head and front paw area, because it doesn't look like much at the moment. So first we're going to fold this top tip down, and we're going to align this edge here with that edge right there. Now there's no real reference, but basically you need the tip to be a bit above that bottom edge here. So just try and make it look like mine. First, just bear in mind we need to align both of these edges. That's the most important part. Now once we've done that, we're going to fold this edge right there on the left side. We're going to align it with that top edge here. So we align these two edges. Now we've done the pre-creasing. Now we'll pull the tip back to the top where it was at the beginning, and we're going to make some reverse folds. So how do we do that? We're going to open up this layer of paper, and we're going to push this down, and we're going to make two mountain folds, one here and one there. So look at how I do it. I've got my two mountain folds here, and now before I close it, I'm going to take my finger there and just pull everything up and make another mountain fold there. And now we're just going to close everything back while aligning this edge, that one, and this one. So that may sound hard, but just look at it being done. I just align these two together, and now I pop the other one right on top here, and it's done. Now you see we're going to take this layer of paper and put it down again, and we're going to turn the paper over and repeat the same step on the other side. That's it. Now we're going to get some references to fold the head. Now we're going to fold this tip back to the hidden side. Now we want to make a crease here, there, and then back up that way. And then the tip, we're going to fold it back to the right. So we're just pre-creasing there, so it's not a problem if you do a mistake. So that's it. Now that's going to be the muzzle, and we're also going to just fold it back where it was. So just take the tip and pull it back to the left, and we're going to apply these pre-creases on the other side as well. So look at how I do it. We just open up here, and then I'm going to have two mounting folds, one there and the other one right here. So look at how I do it. Here I've got my two mounting folds, then I'm going to fold it back out through there, and then lastly back in through the creases we have right here. So it looks a bit small, but don't worry, you'll understand on your paper. Now we've got the nozzle correct. Now we're going to do the ears. So just take that edge of paper and fold it up to that crease we have that runs along here. And we're going to repeat the same step on the other side. So we've got both ears, and now we're going to fold that back a bit because it looks a bit too pointy for an animal. So just soften the curve a bit. And now the problem if we just do that is that if we turn around, we have that horrible layer of paper. So how are we going to fix that? We're just going to unfold it. We've got our pre-crease. Now we're going to put we're going to take one finger underneath, you see here, I've got it opened up. We're going to open it up correctly, so wriggle your finger around, this one I mean, and then with my thumb I'm going to push that point down, and then once it's down like this, I'm going to close everything back again. And that helps us in two ways. First, it's a bit more natural having that curve here, and the ears are locked and they'll stay into place. Now we're just going to fold a line here to make the front paws a bit smaller. So I'm just taking that paper and folding it inside the body. Now let's repeat the same step on the other side. Take this and fold it inside the body. Now, if you're happy with your dog that way, you could just stop here, but I'm just going to add a few more details. So I'm just going to take the tail here and pinch it to make it a bit more narrow and a bit more realistic. And let's take it and curve it a bit, give a bit of life to the dog. There we go. And now I'm also going to pinch the front paws in a similar way. So just I'm going to pinch that and bring it a bit to the front. Now I'm going to turn the model over and repeat the same step on this paw. And here is our final dog. I could lay it that way, you see it stands, but you can't see it. I'm just going to leave it lying down here. Now I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you've had some trouble, just let me know in the comments. I'll help you, and I'll give you some guidelines and some help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.